Hey, Delta Air. My name is Steven. I left you a voicemail, and I hope you don't mind me emailing you this video. I think it will provide a lot of value. In this video, I'm going to be going over three things that you can actually start doing today that will start ranking you above your competition when people are searching for your services online. Now, if by the end of this video you can see that I do have the know-how to get this done, you can reach back out if you'd like, and we can chat, or you can actually take this information and implement it yourself. Now, the three things I will be covering today are content, citations, and backlinks. Now, content is everything on your entire website, really, but we're primarily focusing on your homepage. Now, Google likes to see at least 1,500 words on the homepages of these service-based industries such as HVAC and electrical. This gives you plenty of opportunity to add in all the buyer intent keywords and keyword phrases that people are searching for when they're searching for your services online. So what I did first is I pulled up the main competitor here, and this is for Greenville, and this is J&J Mechanical Incorporated. Now I threw them into a tool that I subscribe to called Ahrefs. This tool pretty much gives me a behind the scenes view of what Google uses to rank websites. So currently jnjmech.com is being found for 63 keywords, and it has been clicked on 278 times in the past 30 days. Now, I threw your website into the same tool here, and you're currently being found for 13 keywords, and your website was clicked on 37 times in the past 30 days. So let's go back to our competitor here, and we can actually click on this 63 here, 63 keywords. It's going to pull up all 63. Oh, hold on. Sorry about that. All 63 keywords that they're currently being found for. Now, the ones we really want to pay attention to are the keywords with the locations behind it. These are the buyer intent keywords with the high search volume. So HVAC Greenville NC was searched 150 times in the past 30 days, and their website was clicked on 53 times. Furnace Repair Greenville, another 300 searches, and 33 times in the past month. So it all kind of adds up as you go down. So let's go back to yours, and we can actually click on your number here, and it looks like you have 13. So you've got these Delta AC, Delta HVAC. So these are all branded, so that's good. But the people that are searching for these already know who you are, right? But it looks like you have some of the main ones here, like those main HVAC Greenville NC. So that's a good one to have, but you were only clicked on once for that term. And the reason being is you're on page 2. You're on your position 15. And so we'd want to get you on page 1. I'm going to show you how to do that shortly here. All right, but you do have some of the big ones, but you can also go back to this page and see. You can pause this if you want, see if there's any you don't have that would be relevant to your services, and you can put them on your website. So that is it for content. Now I'm going to be covering citations. Now, when people are searching these terms like HVAC Greenville NC, studies have shown that right around 45% of those people are going to be clicking on one of these businesses in this section here called the map pack. This is your Google business profile. And most people, they believe that to get into the top 3 here, it's all dependent on your reviews, but that's not necessarily the case. Reviews do factor in, as do a few things, but the driving factor here, besides proximity, because if you're outside of Greenville, you're not going to rank for Greenville, not in the maps you'll rank, but you can rank for whatever area your service address is in, okay? So if it's not in Greenville, say it's wherever, I didn't even look, I think you are in Greenville, so you would be eligible for this. But the number one driver are citations. Now, a citation is your business's name, address, and phone number on a directory online. Now, some examples of these directories are like Yelp, Better Business Bureau, Angie, Thumbtack. There's quite a few of them. You guys probably have a bunch. But it used to be, not too long ago, that it was the companies with the most, that were in the most directories usually got a spot on this top 3 list here. It's not so much the case anymore. These days, Google doesn't really care so much about the number of citations. They care more about the source of those citations. So there's 50 main that we call them core consumer citations that you want to be in these directories. And you can actually Google that. Just Google core consumer citations, top 50. You want to be in those 50 for sure. And then on top of that, you want to be in what we call 3 major data aggregators. That's Data Axle, Newstar, and Foursquare. You want to write that down and get into those aggregators, because once you're verified in there, they actually push your information to like hundreds of other apps, navigation systems, and other directories automatically, right? And this will really help you with Google, with trust in Google, and even AI searches, right? And will put you in contention for this top 3 list in Greenville. Now, underneath the map pack is Google's organic search results list. Now, the number 1 spot here captures right around 40% of all clicks. So the map pack is 45%, but it's split in between these 3 businesses. The number 1 spot here is 40% all by itself. And the main driver here are backlinks. So backlinks, it's essentially when you have other websites on the internet that have a link on one of their web pages that once it's clicked, it leads back to your website. Now, Google treats these backlinks as like an online referral system. And the more relevant that site is that's linking back to your site, the better. So for example, say you have a local blog page or a popular industry related site that's linking back to you, that's what's actually going to help push you up in Google's rankings. But say you have a website like Pizza Hut linking back to you. Now, Pizza Hut is very popular, has a lot of trust with Google, gets a lot of traffic, but a link from them isn't going to do you guys any good because you guys don't sell pizza or have anything to do with pizza. Now let's go and revisit our competitor here, and we're going to revisit this tool. And now I want to pay attention to this backlink profile section. So to be clear, it's through your content, primarily your keywords, that Google's able to find you, right, for what people are searching for. Now that they found you, they've got to determine where they're going to put you on that list. That's all determinant on your backlinks, okay? And not so much the number of backlinks, but where you're getting the backlinks from. So our competitor has 253 backlinks coming from 100 other websites, and they call them referring domains here. So let's take a look at you. You currently have 21 backlinks coming from 17 websites. So just like the citations, it's not so much about the amount of backlinks you have, it's about the quality and the relevance of the sites that you're getting those backlinks from. So let's go back to our competitor. And what we want to do is click on this 100. That's going to pull up all 100 websites. Well, let's do that again. All 100 websites that they're currently getting backlinks from. So you'd want to go down this list through both pages and reach out if you don't already have them and get the backlinks from all the websites you don't already have them from. If you were to do that, and this is assuming at this point your content and your keywords are on point, it would take some time, but you would eventually put yourself in contention for that number 1 spot. Now, what would really put you over the edge is if you did that same thing with like the top 3 to 5 websites with the backlinks. Like I said, it would take some time, but you would overtake that number 1 spot and take all that traffic. And if you can imagine, say, like right now, you're getting the 37 clicks a month. Imagine if you were to take over the current traffic that the number 1 guy is getting at that almost 300, how that would change your business. So just to go ahead and recap, first thing is going to be content. You want at least 1,500 words on your front page with the right keywords and the right amount of keywords. Second are citations, right? You want to be in those top 50 core consumer citations, core consumer directories, and you want to be in those 3 major data aggregators, which are Data Axle, Newstar, and Foursquare. And then lastly are backlinks, meaning you need more relevant websites linking back to your site to show Google that you guys are the authority when it comes to HVAC companies in and around the Greenville area. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, you can take this information and implement it yourself, or if you'd rather just reach out to me and we can book a discovery call. My name's Steven. I live right here in North Carolina. You can just respond back to this email, or you can give me a call at 910-551-2006. But either way, I hope you have a great rest of your day and happy holidays. Bye-bye.